Okay, I'm skipping this for now. If we have time, we'll talk about that on the end, but maybe we'll come from that discussion. But anyway, here's some comments from David Sirlin that came out just recently as he was talking about Battlefield Labs. I quote, "We're asking for a specific testing of combat pacing and as new players as new players as well, in quotation, new players. It's partially because we want your untainted opinions as new players, and partially because we want to collect data on what we call firefights, separate from undisturbed one-on-one fights, for all types of guns. It is pretty shallow at the moment," which is talking about the gameplay in the labs right now, because that is what the pre-alpha testing can truly get us valuable information or valuable data. We'll go much deeper as we move forwards in the move forward in the developer quality metrics, hitting alpha, beta, etc. If you spend a bunch of hours in the pre-alpha, in the Battlefield Labs, forming detailed opinions, we'll be wasting your time, quite frankly, because many things will change before we reach alpha. I think the next patch will show you just how much things can change in a short amount of time, and thus you have to start over of sorts of each larger patch for what did he say? And thus you have to start over of sorts each larger patch for a while still. Smiley
All right,
face.
so what he's saying there is basically for people like us to be playing it and analyzing it, it would be a waste of not only our time, but their time. And I get exactly where he's getting from, because I play a lot of early access and pre-alpha build games. Things change from 0.01 to alpha build, which is 1.0, I guess, in some cases. It depends upon how they do that shit. But anyway, a lot of shit changes, and they're working at fast paces, breakneck speeds. Things are constantly moving and grooving, and everything is mostly focused in what the team wants to get done, to present to the public and tweak it along the way. The reason why they do pre-alpha and they get it out there in the public is to try and, like what David said, get as much data in as they possibly can about how guns perform specifically in one-on-one fights, how specific map layouts work in one-on-one fights. Plus, on top of that, X number of player v X number of player full-on gunfights and chokeholds and shit like that. So what they're saying is they're trying, to get as much information as they possibly can, as quickly as they can, and move from there. Now, that tells me in a way that what's going to happen is when they finally get to what would be considered stable, which is when big changes stop. They stop doing wild swings and things start becoming more into fine-tuning. That's when they're going to start presenting it to players like us and some of the olders, and they're going to start allowing more people to come in, I think. And they're going to be a lot more selective about it, because then they're going to go, okay, now let's help us fine-tune the machine. Because I feel like Sirlin knows that that's where everybody tends to shine, is the fine-tuning of it. And if we look back at the first round of CTE, back when they did it with BF4, it's the truth. We had BF4, we had a launched stable product for the most part at that point in time, and we were trying to fine-tune everything in it with CTE. We were fine-tuning the guns. We were fine-tuning the DLC guns, balancing them against the older ones, helping them with the feedback on that. Vehicles, any vehicles that they added. The fucking hover tank was a huge discussion and a huge thing in of itself.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember that shit. There was this huge debate on how fast the damn thing should rotate, because its rotational speed does not match that of a standard tank, and that's why, for the most part, those standard tanks will eat those hover tanks alive. It's a thing. It's a balance thing. So that all had to be discussed. I mean, even the community map in of itself is a proof that they can just throw out a mostly completed idea at us, and we're capable of helping them fine-tune it to cater it to what we're after as a community. And I'm backing them on it. Let him do it. Let him cook.
So
if this is the way Sirlin wants to do it, let the man cook.
Remember how it, 20 minutes ago, I said that it's a blessing in disguise that we don't have access to the alpha, to the Battlefield Labs right now? Exactly what I mean. I said a couple episodes ago, and I said it right now. There's no point for us to play the game right now, because, when they were last playtest, or 2 playtests ago, doesn't matter. They were focusing, the whole point was to focus on 60 Hz servers. And like I said on that episode, if anything, if our CT experience taught us anything, when they mention, oh, we're gonna test the netcode, that means it's gonna be a laggy ass mess, not because the netcode is bad, but it's because the developers are pushing the game as much as they can, see what breaks the game. If you have like hundreds or if not thousands of people playing the game, and you can test your netcode, test the limits, what you can do. Yeah, push it as much as you can. And of course, it was a laggy mess. What the playtest, there was skipping and lag and everything, but that was expected because developers are
Pretty
pushing.
sure a server caught on fire.
Yeah, and that was the point. The whole point, just to push the game as much as you can, see what the game engine can take, what the game itself can take, and see what works, what doesn't. Maybe we can push it a bit higher, what needs to be updated, and so on. That's the point. That's the whole point of Battlefield Labs. And so there's a little civil war happening right now in the Battlefield subreddit, because people are discussing what Battlefield's supposed to be. Oh, the gunplay doesn't look good. All that kind of the map is too tight or not too big. Oh, supply stations are good or not. Squad outlines. No, that's not immersive enough. Oh, that's fine.
You're just completely missing the whole fucking point of everything right now.
All those
it's just ridiculous. But that's Reddit for you. I mean, let them.
All those conversations.
Too, so.
Yeah, all those conversations that happen on the subreddit right now regarding anything regarding this new Battlefield game doesn't matter in the long run, because we said it as soon as Battlefield Labs were announced.
Hold on. Some of it might. Some of it,
yeah. You have to,
but not all, because they can make one update and just every single word of every word that they've said is just up on its head.
True.
So it does matter, but at the same time, it doesn't. Just like us right now. This matters, but at the same time, it doesn't. Because in a fucking month, if they put another update out or more leaks come out, everything could change. Yeah. We could start hating what we see.
That's also true. Yeah, that's actually true. As soon as they introduce, that somewhat finish their vision for the game, and we don't like that vision, well, that's going to be a big problem.
Anything could happen. I mean, hell, at any point in this is the other point, too, that people don't understand. At any point in this, if EA feels like they're not going to make their money off of this, for the amount of money they're investing in this, because they still technically don't have a product sold yet, they can just go, nope, and pull the plug. Or tell them to run with whatever the hell they've got to make some money, and then pull the plug. Because, let's see here. What was it that they did that to not too long ago? What was it? It was an MMO franchise that they were going to do, and it didn't.
Which was it?
Yeah, there's the point. Nobody fucking remembers the name of it. I can't even remember it off the top of my head, because it was like a month thing and it was gone. Concord?
Was it? That was not EA.
No.
That was not even MMO, so I don't know what you're referring to.
No, but it wasn't. No, it was BioWare, but BioWare's EA.
Oh, yeah. Dragon Age.
There you go. That's it.
Dragon Age. Here we go. Dragon Age Veilguard, or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was supposed to be an online MMO or something like that. Then they switched it to a single player game. Anyway, but yeah.
So that's the other thing I'm going to say to the community. While I may or may not have their ear, bide your tongue on how much you piss and moan about live service. Because live service may be the only thing that keeps this shit going, friend, to do what we need to do. What we want to do.
Yeah, and there's loads, I've seen loads of people oh, we don't want live service, we just want a Battlefield game.
Tough shit. Charge me $10 a month for a fucking battle pass, EA, I don't care.
As long as the game is good, that's all that matters.
As long as it's good.
Yeah, as long as it's good, it doesn't treat me like shit, It treats me with respect as a consumer. What's the problem, right?